This update is going to be a major change. It's going to change Ghost Hunt forever. It's going to be the biggest update that has been... We're pretty much almost done with all the really important stuff, and then we can kind of release the update from... We could theoretically release the update from there and just keep adding on, because I know this is going to be something I'm going to add on to as time goes by. So this is going to be a locked door. I'm going to actually go ahead and make this first. I'm going to make this the locked door. Hang on a second. What type of door is a locked door, technically, by definition? It's just called locked, isn't it? Door key. Okay, so this should be called... I've been recording so long my coffee's got cold and I do not approve of that. Door locked. Yes, by default. Key name, I'll say basement key. There we go. Now let me just update the sign just so I can know, just so that it's accurate. So now I've got the locked door, but we need to add the key, which conveniently is right here. I'm also going to revamp the keys here. Normally it would make more sense to like revamp them first, and then where should I hide this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is a good place to hide a key, if ever I've seen one. Before I do anything else, I want to find out how this works. So that's the notification. This gives the actual key. Lighting key 1. Okay. I should probably put these in a folder, but I'll do that later. This whole video is just dedicated to getting the basement done and released. Oh, that reminds me of something else I need to do, actually. Add hide scripts to blue boxes. Okay, so key 1, I'll duplicate this and call it basement key. So key 2 giver, script, basement key, clone. There we go. So in theory, this should be all we really need to do, because luckily, I actually for once in my life thought ahead and thought, ooh, I should probably make the doors more interchangeable to make them easier to design. So I think that's all we actually have to do. Maybe this is too hidden, to be honest. This might be too hidden. Yeah, I'm gonna put this somewhere else, actually. As much as I love that room, it's just way too hidden. In here might be a nice place for it. I'll just put it like on the floor here. On the floor. There we go. All right, let's see if that will do the trick. Eventually I'll put like a glow, probably around power up. I kind of want to revamp just how collectible items are done in general. This doesn't have a proximity prompt, does it? Why doesn't it have a proximity prompt? That doesn't make sense. I duplicated it from this, didn't I? Oh, I know what. This is exactly why I am revamping this whole system. In fact, I'm gonna get a start on that now. I'm just gonna take this 10 stud increments. That's not 10 studs, is it? Oh, it is, okay. I just want that out of the way. Okay, that's why. Yes, I definitely need to revamp that now. I know that. Because that's gotta be why that wasn't showing up, because that part was in the way.
Nope.
Is it just not, like, high up enough? Oh, okay, that was it. So maybe the part didn't have anything to do with it, but I'm still glad I resized it, to be honest. Okay, so now we got a key, and I'm gonna take the key, basement key, good, it is named. I might add a space to the name and see if that will do anything. Oh my gosh. That is so creepy. Oh my gosh. Yes, I don't want to get rid of that event. I want to reform it, because that's how you know an event is good, when it scares the creator. Like, that honestly freaked me out. Oh my goodness. That is so creepy. Okay. Yes, I feel a strong wave of new motivation washing over me to want to revamp that. Okay. Yeah, those guardrails actually look pretty good. I might make them a little taller, but that would be easy to do. Oh, it's in a pretty good spot. Yeah, so you can't open that normally. Oh yeah! We rock! Ugh, I clapped so hard there's dust particles flying around now. So now we've got the locked door and the key. Cool. Oh my goodness, okay. So I need to make the laundry room door. I'm gonna have laundry room be over here. I'm also gonna size this back a little bit. The reason these are so big is because it kind of gets back to what I was talking about before with how the sounds are never going to play while players are around them. These parts, Like when one of the other triggers is touched, it looks at one of these parts, determines if a player is touching it. And if a player is not touching it, then it has the option to play the sound, which is why it's so big. I want to make sure there's no players in range, but there's such a better way to do that. And I should have done it like before, but you know. So laundry, I think, will be here because logically it's right under the bathroom. Would that be a good idea? Or would it be closer to here? Closer to the entrance. I'm thinking actually like here would be a better place for the laundry room. Okay, well that is definitely an option. So I'm gonna put, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take my lock tool, my handy dandy lock tool, and this is going to be a royal pain. But that's the life of a game dev. It's not all fun in games. This over here, like that. Just get kind of a rough idea of where I want the door to be. I'll kind of fix it up later. How do you like my rust on the walls, by the way? I made those textures from scratch in Photoshop, and it took forever. But I'm very proud of it. Okay, move this here like this. I'll figure out exactly where I want it to be in a second, in terms of that way, blue axis. Oh yeah, that's very nice. And I'll have to move the rust as well and kind of take care of that. But I can do that. Not that I want to, but I can. There we go. Perfect. So now I want this to, it's not gonna look anything like this. It's gonna look better than this when I get it done, but I just love it when I click on something and it doesn't show it in the Explorer. Door placeholder. Door name values, door type, door name, door sign. Okay, that's all good. Other values, sign text. Here we go. I'll put laundry there. And I want it. Where's locked? Door locked. Here it is. Okay, good. So now let me just make sure that that's working correctly. There's no reason why it wouldn't be, but no, I've said that. It's gonna break. Something's not gonna be right with it now that I've said that. Also, how do you like the lights? They took forever too. Good. So now, just like that, that's kind of a cool trick. It's a good trick. So, hear ye, future game developers of Roblox and any other kind of platform. You can make your places, like your buildings and stuff, look more expansive and more realistic without actually having to add real rooms, just by having locked doors. We call those prop doors, meaning they're there, you can interact with them to find out they're locked, but they don't actually like lead to anything, which is really cool. And that's it's a good trick, but this one isn't going to be a prop door forever. I'm eventually going to make a laundry room and put it here, but for now it's locked. I'm just waiting for one of my patrolling ghosts to show up and scare me. But yeah, this is going to be a cool area in here as well. I want to make an event where some of these medicine bottles fly off the shelf as well. So I want to do a lot more with physics in general. Got some medical boxes in here. It might be first aid kits, maybe there's just bandages, we don't know. All I know is I see a problem. So in here, right, we've got this and that are not completely anchored, but now they are. Yeah, I've definitely done a lot of work on this basement off camera, but I couldn't just wait to make more videos to keep working on it because that would slow me down so much. So here I want to put a script in this, which is just hide them. Script.parent.transparency equals 1. Just like that, it will hide as soon as the game starts. Why is my Roblox so laggy? Ugh, don't like it. I don't think I need this open anymore, so I can go ahead and close that. Maybe that'll help. Yes, save changes to pathfinding, sure. Ah, I feel smoother already. I'm gonna go ahead and name this script just so I know what it does. I'm gonna look around for more of those very systematically. There's one. Oh my gosh, what's going on? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I know I've been saving constantly, so I won't lose much progress, but... Well, as long as we're at a standstill, I might as well update my list. There, list has been updated. My project file. Oh, this might be part of it. It's because I got Premiere open. I'm such a dummy. Okay, right after I made the laundry room door, I think it's still finished. This is kind of a blessing in disguise because it's come to my attention I didn't update the sign to keep me up to date on what this actually is, but let me see. Door locked, yes. Sign text, laundry, good, okay. I just need to update the GUI for this. Locked. True. Sign text. Laundry. The most exciting room in the asylum. I actually did look up how hospitals and asylums do their laundry, and there's a big problem with that room, and that it shouldn't exist. Because in real life, hospitals send out their laundry to... It's like Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. Like, he had that big industrial laundry to hide the lab, and the laundry was the front. That's basically what hospitals send their laundry to, and then they send them right back when they're clean. But I don't think that was always the case. I think back in the 80s when there were insane asylums, I think they operated their own laundry facilities because I've seen pictures of it. But either way, interesting bit of lore, if you can call it that. So it's basically just, this is gonna drive my paranoia about saving constantly through the roof. Script.parent.transparency equals 1. There we go. There's your hide script, bro. I bet it was largely because I was putting too much strain on my computer by having both Roblox Studio and Adobe Premiere open at the same time. Because both of those take quite a bit, both of those take quite a bit of power. Why do I have a surface GUI in this? Oh, I don't. Oh my goodness me. Here's a bunch of toilet paper and stuff in here with some event triggers and all that. So yeah, these are all rooms that I eventually want stuff in. All the ones that just have this, like blue box, those are the ones that I plan to keep empty. So yeah, we've still got some work to do, but I'm doing it later because I just want to get this update released and add on to it very progressively. Okay, so that's all for Sector 2. Sector 1 has a lot more stuff in it, and that's creating an imbalance that I quite dislike. Yeah, so I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll add more shelves, but I'm not gonna add the content of the shelves yet. I'm going to throw in some audience participation here. I'm calling you guys to action. I'm going to add a series of shelves, and I want you to post in the comments and tell me some ideas for... That's creepy. Tell me some ideas for what to put on the shelves. And if I like your suggestions, then congratulations, I will add your suggestions to the shelves on Ghost Hunt. So yeah, there's that. Get to work, everybody. So add hide scripts to blue boxes, Easter egg badge. Didn't I move this to the bottom? I moved to the bottom section, I guess. Pill bottles event, sure. This is gonna be kind of similar to something that I've done already. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do it. So these pill bottles, luckily, thanks to union operations, are all one part. Look at how beautiful they are, and it's literally just one part each, which is fantastic. I can't decide, actually. I can't decide if I want all of these to fly off at once, or if I want some of them to just fly off occasionally. I think I might take that approach, but I really can't decide, so. Maybe I'll just wait on that. What else do I have? Oh yeah, hydrogen peroxide bottles, that's another thing. Revamp tapping set. You know what? I think all of this stuff, except for adding the Easter egg badge, should be saved for a future episode. First of all, I've learned how to optimize my game more. I want to take these and I want to turn the render fidelity down to performance, which basically means the further away you get from these, the less detailed they'll look, and therefore the less work the computer will do, and the less laggy the game can be. And it's not really going to matter because no one's really going to see these from very far away. I'm going to do kind of the same thing with these, but automatic is our closest option. These are all just empty models for some reason, so I'll just get rid of those. And this is the ideal shelf. So I'm going to duplicate some shelves, and this is the part where you guys should be in your comments, or in my comments actually, telling me what to put on these shelves because I'm at a loss for what else could be in this basement. I know keyboards and computer type equipment were another idea I had that I'll probably put down here eventually, but I could use more suggestions. So yeah, go ahead and get down there. Now, the glory of these shelves is that they're shelves, and shelves are handy, but they're also 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 parts each, even though they look very detailed. If you're wondering, by the way, I've just realized I haven't elaborated at all. I'm worried about part counts because the more parts you have, the more laggy a game will be. And the last several times I visited Ghost Hunt, it's been kind of laggy, so I'm a bit worried. That's the one thing that worries me about, about this update is there's a lot of parts here. Shelves here are good. I'm gonna move these over here. Turn off the increments here. I'll just have a couple shelves in here. They don't all have to be fully stocked. Ooh, there's one thing I haven't done yet. I haven't had a shelf like on its side. I've had them tipped over completely, but I haven't done this with the shelf yet. That's really cool. I like that. Every time I see shelves like this in the basement, like obviously I can't keep track of which rooms have what. Whenever I open a door and I see that, it just makes me nervous to go in there. So hopefully it has that effect on all my other players as well. Oh, I guess one last thing I also need to do is get rid of this. I think this will be good enough to stop the elevator moving down. Why can't I select that? Is that locked? Oh, that's the base plate. Yeah, okay. So what I'll do, just to be sure, is I'll duplicate these. I want to make sure the elevator oh my gosh. I want to make sure the elevator stops. Bring back my part. I want to make sure the elevator stops on the first floor. I don't want it to break into the basement. How long has these parts not touched the ceiling, or is the ceiling too high? Which one is it? No, these are just ever so slightly too short, and they've probably been that way forever. I know everybody says like no one's gonna notice that. I notice that in other people's games. Like I notice when two parts aren't touching when they should be. I don't know why. I don't know why I hyper focus on that. So as flimsy and as fragile as that looks, I'm pretty sure that's actually enough to stop the elevator. This, in my opinion, is one of the most exciting parts of the video. It might not seem like it, but it is, because what we've just done is make the basement accessible. So once we hit publish, players will be able to legally and legitimately access the basement. I'm also going to add some more like pipes and other kinds of details progressively, but that's something I don't want to concern myself with here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the Easter egg badge. I know Tarite wants it. I don't think he even knows what it is yet, but I'm gonna take this and I'll use this as the background for the badge. Photoshop, because I haven't even made the badge yet. I'm being very risky by having my computer run Photoshop and Roblox Studio at the same time. Photoshop I don't think is quite as heavy as Adobe Premiere, but maybe combined with I'm saving my Ghost Hunt project file. What font should I use for this? What font did I use in the actual Easter egg? Don't look. Kalam. Same font I used for the picture frame. Do I have that? I don't think that. I do not have that. Okay. I have Cavallini, I think is what it's called. I do have Cavallini. Stop lying to me, Photoshop. I use it in Excel. What the heck? How come I have fonts in one program and not another? Okay, Bradley Hand might be the closest. No, that still doesn't look great. I actually don't hate Comic Sans. I like it, but I like it because I know that it wasn't always what it is. Like, I think there's... I wouldn't use it for something like this. I would use it for things that are supposed to be lighthearted and goofy, but... One thing to keep in mind with Comic Sans is it was developed for screens that had a lot more aliasing, and it actually looked a lot better on those screens, I must say. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there that only hate Comic Sans because they feel obligated to. It's kind of like the Justin Bieber of fonts, in that a lot of people who were making fun of Justin Bieber never actually heard his songs, and it just became popular to disrespect him. There's plenty of worse fonts out there, in my opinion. Not really bad, just overused, I guess. I still have the issue of not knowing what to use for this. Should I just use the normal? I'll just use the normal Ghost Hunt font, why not? Big old process, okay. So here's this, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do, hang on a second. I'm gonna rasterize the layer like that. I'm gonna cut it and paste it so it's in the middle. Probably size it down just a little bit. I want to add like a glow around this. Glow and maybe a vignette, I don't know. Vignette always looks kind of weird when it's already circular, to be honest. Like when the badge becomes circular, vignette just kind of looks odd to me. So maybe I won't do that. Outer glow I do want to do though. I'll make it white and big. Oh, that's lovely. Maybe not quite as strong. I know one thing to keep in mind as well is that this will be maybe a little more strong. It's stronger than it was before, I think. Oh no, it's not, never mind. So I think what would this look like? Hang on a second. I'm gonna simulate what a badge will look like. This is not what a badge looks like. You know what? I think that would actually make me want to get this. Just seeing it glowing like that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and upload this image as a badge, or I'll save this image as a badge. Woo! I have been recording for 1 hour and 18 minutes. This is gonna be one heck of a video to edit. I never learn. This might have to be a two-parter. It probably will be.